The illusion of choice, a Machiavellian perspective on modern political power. In the grand theater of modern politics, the notion of democratic choice often serves as a comforting illusion for the masses. This illusion is meticulously crafted by powerful entities that remain unseen yet omnipresent. A Machiavellian lens, which emphasizes the ruthless pursuit and maintenance of power, reveals the true dynamics behind the political façade. This perspective is particularly enlightening when examining the rise of figures like Barack Obama and the operation of technocrats in Brussels. Obama, the product of power. Barack Obama's ascent to the presidency was a masterstroke of political marketing. He was portrayed as a beacon of hope and change, a narrative eagerly embraced by a public weary of the status quo. However, this narrative was meticulously constructed by the same powerful entities that have historically decided the fate of presidents. Obama's charismatic appeal, his message of unity and progress, were carefully curated to resonate with the electorate, masking the underlying continuity of power. The comparison to choosing between Pepsi and Coke is apparent. Both beverages, despite their branding differences, are detrimental to health and are owned by the same financial conglomerates. Similarly, presidential candidates, despite their differing platforms, often serve the interests of the same elite groups. The electorate, believing in their agency, are unwittingly choosing between pre-selected options that ultimately uphold the same power structures. The manipulation is subtle yet profound. It is not about the candidate themselves, but about maintaining the illusion of choice while ensuring the continuity of elite control. The technocrats of Brussels, puppets of power. Turning to the European context, the technocrats in Brussels epitomize the Machiavellian principle of power without accountability. These bureaucrats are positioned to execute the orders of powerful lobbying groups, their actions reflecting the interests of these unseen masters rather than the will of the people. Figures like Ursula von der Leyen and her colleagues, despite their titles and positions, function as mere puppets in this elaborate power play. In Brussels, as in Washington, money is the ultimate influencer. Lobbying groups, representing vast financial interests, effectively dictate policy. The technocrats, insulated from direct democratic control, implement these policies with an air of bureaucratic detachment. This detachment is a carefully maintained shield, obscuring the true sources of power and ensuring that the technocrats remain unaccountable to the public they ostensibly serve. The Machiavellian mechanics of power. From a Machiavellian perspective, the mechanisms of power are characterized by manipulation, control, and the strategic use of illusion. The public's belief in their electoral agency is a carefully crafted illusion, essential for maintaining social stability and the legitimacy of the ruling elite. By presenting pre-selected candidates and controlling the narrative, the elite manage to perpetuate their dominance while placating the masses with the semblance of choice. Similarly, in bureaucratic institutions like the European Union, the facade of impartial technocratic governance masks the reality of elite control. The technocrats, while seemingly neutral and apolitical, are instrumental in maintaining the status quo. Their decisions, influenced by powerful lobbies, reflect the interests of the elite rather than the public good. This dynamic ensures that power remains concentrated and unchallenged, even as the mechanisms of governance appear democratic and transparent. Conclusion: the enduring relevance of Machiavelli. The Machiavellian analysis of modern politics, both in the United States and Europe, reveals a sobering reality. Despite the democratic trappings, power remains concentrated in the hands of a few, perpetuated through manipulation and illusion. Figures like Obama and the technocrats in Brussels serve as instruments of this power, their actions dictated by the interests of the elite. In understanding this dynamic, we uncover the enduring relevance of Machiavelli's insights into power. The true rulers are those who control the narrative and the mechanisms of choice, ensuring that their dominance remains unchallenged even as the facade of democracy is maintained. This understanding calls for a critical examination of our political systems and the forces that truly govern them, challenging us to look beyond the illusion and confront the reality of power.